This is Rap the News. It's all made replied. For someone claiming to represent the truth as Truth Unedited does, who nobody's seen for a month, probably dying of AIDS somewhere with his gay ass. You are not walking by the Spirit as your fruits display. He don't know the scriptures, people. This hateful reply is fruits of wickedness. Why he looking like a fruitcake himself, right? And so, watch this. People think those comments and those replies is unnecessary because they don't know the scriptures. How do God want us to treat jackasses? Let's find out today. How does he want us to treat evil people? 2 Samuel 22:27. To the pure you show yourself to be pure. That's how you show up. But to the crooked you show yourself shrewd. Now what the hell does shrewd mean? Be an asshole to them, man. Again, God didn't tell us if somebody show up, since you are a believer, you gotta act, a certain way. You can't act mean or crude or shrewd or anything like that. You gotta show up with a smile on your face and just take it, because you are a believer. You don't do bad things like curse like Rap the News or holler at people like Rap the News. But the Bible, the Torah, is telling us something different, right? It's telling us something totally different. What is it telling us here? How do we understand this? It's telling us if someone shows up righteous, you act righteous to them. If someone shows up good, you act good to them. If somebody shows up like a jackass, it is telling you to be a jackass to them. And there's all types of scriptures to tell you that as a man sows, so shall he reap. You can only get what you put out. If you want people to be nice to you, then act nice. If you're going to leave a shitty comment, expect a shitty answer. And that's how it works. God didn't tell us, they were shitty, but you don't want to look bad, so you remain to look cool. He didn't tell you to do that shit. He is giving you a command here. He's saying if a person show up pure, righteous, good, you act that way towards them. And if a person show up like a fucking asshole, that is how you act. He didn't tell you that you had a choice. Nah, it's the middle choice. You act cool. So that way people like you. He don't give a damn if people like you or they don't like you. He already know most people is going to hate you if you're obeying him. Psalms 18:26. With the pure, again, you will show yourself pure. It is a commandment. And with the froward, thou wilt show thyself froward. You're going to act like a jackass. And then you understand the parable of Jesus when he was talking to the woman, and he said, throw not thy children's bread or the children's bread to the dogs. You only give good to good and evil to evil. Again, you only give good to good and evil to evil. Just like we talked about Brother James Sinke, I said, the book says, watch this. All these verses are the same. It says, those who treat Israel, right, good, shall be what? Blessed. And those who despise Israel, hate Israel, treat Israel bad, will be what? Cursed. If you come up and you show up good, white, black, yellow, green, and brown, you're going to be treated good. If you black, white, yellow, green, and brown, and you want to curse Israel, then you are damned and cursed. And then we got to find out who is Israel, huh? But this is applying to anybody, Proverbs 3:34. I'm just showing you the way that it is. Surely he scorneth the scorners. And so here's God saying, if you scorn, you're going to get scorned. If you're an asshole, somebody's going to treat you like an asshole. But if you're righteous and good, somebody's going to treat you righteous and good. Most people ain't righteous and good. They jerks. So this comment come at a good time because I was already on that topic. But there's another comment, and I was on that topic as well. I was doing two topics at once, and this is not a coincidence. Both of these comments that I'm showing you today were side by side on the same topics that I was working about, letting me know that God wants you to hear what I'm saying. So we don't, for all you people who bought that hidey ho good Christian bullshit, no. If your children show up like jackasses, you treat them like jackasses. This applies to everybody. If your wife shows up like jackasses, you treat your wives like jackasses. If your man show up like a jackass, you treat him like a jackass until they obey God. Evil deserves evil, and good deserves good. That's how that works. And it ain't based off your feeling. I'm hurt, so I'm gonna treat him bad or her bad. No, you're gonna go to hell doing some shit like that, or you're gonna get hurt again even more. Let's keep going. Proverbs 28:23. He that rebuketh a man afterwards shall find more favor than he that flattereth with the tongue. Favor from who? God. And what are you doing? Rebuking the fuck out of somebody. This is like I did Lex Will. And since he didn't quit, I didn't quit. He wanted to turn it up, I turned it up. And whatever he said, I send it back to him. He gonna get it. I mean, if he doing that black magic bullshit, he is going to get it. That's why I wasn't worried about nothing. And then people will understand the whole Sakari thing as well. I knew Sakari was doing some type of magic. He wanted to win that bad that he was doing magic. And I'm going to tell you something about the magic. And just like I said, I don't do magic, but I do know about it. You can't respond to them or they have power over you. You can't answer to them or they have power. You have to stay in the position of dominion, like you got dominion over the wizard. If somehow you are answering and responding and obeying the wizard, then the wizard will have power over you. And that's a difficult thing. So a lot of times I wasn't speaking back or answering a question because I didn't know whether I should or not, because I wasn't trying to give him an unnecessary power over myself, because I already know he was doing witchcraft. I already know he was doing some kind of black magic. And unfortunately, these people who call themselves believing in the Torah or believing in the scriptures and all that kind of stuff, a lot of them are Haitians. Like Sakari is like a Haitian and what do you call it? People from the Bayou, Creole mix, kind of like. And so he got voodoo on both sides of his family. You know what I'm saying? And they use that shit. And I'm gonna say how that shit worked. If I done any amount of evil, that voodoo will work on me to a certain degree. It depends on how much evil I've done. If I did a large amount of evil and he put some voodoo spell on me, that shit will work completely. Because all it's going to do is punish you for the evil that you've done. That's how that voodoo works. If I've done nothing wrong, like in the case of Lex Will, it is going to just get my family as much as my family have done something wrong. So what happened? A fire broke out. But we extinguished it because of the good that you put out there that God allowed you to do. And so the magic can only go so damn far. It is what it is at the end of the day, magic. It's not a reality. It's only a reality to people who do evil. The evil don't work on the good, because it's a system, a balance system, that whatever a man sows, so shall he reap. And this is what God is saying. However these people show up is however you treat them. They want to show up like believers, you treat them like believers. If they want to show up pure, you treat them pure. If they want to show up defiled and slutty and like a bitch and act niggardly, as they say, uncivil, that's how you treat them. He that rebuketh a man afterwards shall find more favor than he that flattereth with the tongue. And so you can say nice things that sound good to appease people, but there ain't no reward in that. Isaiah 30:17. 1,000 shall flee at the rebuke of one. At the rebuke of five shall ye flee, till you be left as a beacon upon the top of a mountain and as an ensign on a hill. So this is, I say to people all the time, y'all could do whatever y'all want to and say whatever y'all say, and I'm going to respond. I don't care if YouTube cut me or whatever. I'm a light that don't go off. I'm going to say my piece, and I ain't going to let nobody stop me, or silence my ass in any type of way. Gotta drink some water, man. That water is delicious. And you don't get that in hell, man. You go to hell, you ain't gonna never drink again in your life. That's why you don't want to go there. Amos 5:10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly the truth. They can't stand you when you speak the truth. So you got people, you talking and you speaking nothing but out of the Torah and reading out the Bible, and these people get so damn angry. This is why, because you're speaking the truth. People should listen to you. Then we got Wind Walker, and then you got some kind of supposed to be warrior god avatar over here, some demonic shit. And he says, I know what a black woman is worth. I know what a black woman's worth is, do you? What a dumb fucking question. And everything applies to that. However they show up is how they blow up. So if a black woman is showing up like a fucking bitch and a whore and a fucking slut, that's how you treat her. If a black woman is showing up decent and pure and godly, that's how you treat her. The end. And then what is her worth? If she got knowledge and wisdom, her worth is beyond rubies, says the Bible. If she's a dumbass bitch, she ain't worth much. Riding dates. Let's get into that. Everything God made valuable, he covers it up or made it hard to get to. If you got a woman that's easy to get to, she ain't shit. They'll lie and say, I was just that way for you. Sure you was. You that way to any motherfucker with a smile and a dick in his hand. You know what I mean? If you was valuable, you wouldn't look. It's like me and my sons used to drive down the street, and I used to point out women to them. I was like, that one right there, you don't get, because she a whore, and she looking back in our vehicle. She looking at every car that passed by. If you honk, she looking all in your car. It's this one that's dressed up from head to toe, and if you honk, you making her nervous. She want to get the fuck away from you. She more modest and have more virtue than the one all in your car looking sexy, because she gonna look sexy for every motherfucker that honked the horn. And you can't put that bitch on some clothes. She like being naked in public, voyeurism and shit like that. That's what that bitch is in some wicked shit, man. And so I'm teaching them which woman to go for. You got to get a woman that will cover the fuck up. And then you got to get a woman that ain't going to be in every man car, every woman car that pass by. And so if it's valuable, it is covered up. It is hidden. It ain't easy access for people. She ain't gawking at you and every other man that drive past. You got music playing and she dancing to it on the corner. That's a whore. Diamonds are hard to get, and gold and rubies are hard to get, and everything valuable is hard to get. If she was easily obtainable, she average, just like everybody else. Proverbs 31:10. Who can find a virtuous woman? She is worth far more than rubies. Today, nobody can. She hidden. She already married. There's something about her already. Somebody already done took that up. The odds of you finding a virtuous woman is just like me finding Jesus. I ain't gonna find Jesus. You know what I mean? And you ain't gonna either. Tell me somebody who found Jesus. Tell me where he at. Um, Proverbs 8:11. I gotta sneeze. For try not to sneeze. Dang it. Sneeze anyway. Excuse me, bless me. For wisdom is better than rubies. So it's a lot of women that, they open their mouth up to talk. They look good until they talk. And then you don't want nothing to do with them because they dumb as a fucking box of rocks, man. And all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it. So if you open your mouth up and wisdom come out and you look good, that is a ding, 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 ding all damn day long. Plus, you know, it ain't too many women that look good and then they open their mouth up and they sound good too. Usually they look good and you be like, I wonder what she gonna say. Something dumb. Proverbs 20:15. There is gold and a multitude of rubies, but the lips of knowledge are a precious jewel. So if we don't do those things, you don't approach me like that. I have to tell my daughters, if a boy or a man come up and put their hands around him, you better twist his fucking finger off and cuss that bitch off out while you're doing it. It don't matter if he slap you, as long as you get your damn respect. You just don't come up and put your goddamn hands on me, motherfucker, because you saying I'm an easy fucking slut, or you got the right to come put your hands on me because I'm worthless. You just don't let no man come put their hands on you. Don't let no nigga come up in your face smiling and shit. What the fuck do you want, nigga? You want to pay some bills, bitch? Huh? You want to pay some bills? You want to take care of some responsibilities, bitch? You want to buy me a house, motherfucker? Go buy me a house, motherfucker, then come up in my face and smile. You know what I mean? I had to teach my daughters, don't be easy. Don't be slutty. Don't buy the dick in your hand, chewing gum, and a smile. Quit buying that bullshit. Let them treat you with respect. Proverbs 10:20. The tongue of the just is as choice silver. 2 Samuel 22:27. With the pure thou wilt show thyself pure. Isaiah 45:3. And I will give thee the treasures of darkness and hidden riches of the secret places. Usually if it's valuable, it's covered up or it's hidden. That thou mayest knowest that I am the Lord, which called thee by thy name, am the God of Israel. And so again, people, let's stop buying that hidey-hole Christian bullshit. No matter how they treat you, you just smile and turn the other cheek. God didn't tell you to do that. He said, if that bastard acting like a bastard, treat him like a bastard. If that bastard speaking like a bastard, speak back to him like a bastard. It doesn't matter what you look like to the people. After a while, if people are being obedient, they will understand what you're doing. They may ask a question, who started this? You're like, well, this bitch came up to me acting like a bitch. And then I'm treating that bitch like a bitch. Next time, show up with some respect, motherfucker, if you want some. And that's how I do business here. However the people want to show up is how I show up. You see, if the people are nice to me in the comments, I'm nice back to them. If the people was nice to me in life, I'm nice back to them. I pray for the people and everything else. But if you want to show up like an asshole and try to lord some shit over me, try to act like I'm stupid and shit like that, then I'm going to treat you like you are stupid. I'm going to treat you like you want to be treated. And this is what God said. However they show up is how they blow up. Strap the news.